Well, hello, boys and girls. It's when I feel like at o'clock, and I'm Pearl of Wisdom, by the way, and you're listening to my NHL Pearls of Wisdom. You should probably already know that. Yeah. Um, Hit the subscribe button, all that stuff. I'll send you my NHL Pearls of Wisdom necklace and a helicopter to your door and signed by me. I'm going through this. It's that kind of dog days of summer, going through a bunch of trades that could happen, and it's tough right now. Everybody's so tight. I was looking at possibly like what would happen if Columbus decided that they wanted a center instead of they would have Nudavara maybe become their move up, and Rowensky would be available. And I went through, like, the best I could find, I think, was Vancouver, but they would have to give up Tanev and probably Horvat. So maybe you could go Dubois and Werenski for Tanev, Horvat, and a sweetener. Horvat that much better than Dubois? I'm not sure. But you know what? It was extremely difficult. I see why there's not a lot of moves happening right now for general managers. So if you could, I'd like to do this as a discussion thing. Okay, put some trades down here in the comment section that you would think would work, and we can work on this together, boys and girls, like a team, like a big family, like we are. Right? Big happy family. Let me give you a hug. Okay. So, anyways, then I thought, Puya Harvey. There's another thing I want to know. This is just kind of a help me out because I don't know. I have pearls of wisdom, but where I get my wisdom? I get my wisdom from you, from the people. That's where I get my wisdom from. About the only gift I have is I don't have any shame. So I can sit in front of this cheap old freaking phone and just spew shit. That's about the only gift I got. I would like to know what you think Puya Harvey's value is right now. It's probably pretty low, but I've come up with something. I thought maybe, just maybe, Montreal's got a whole bunch of young players coming up that are going to be vying for spots this year. Ryan Poehling and Nick Suzuki. Things are looking a little grim for a guy like Philip Dano, who's got $3 million on his contract for 2 more years. I was thinking they trade Pay Harvey and maybe Brodziak, who's only got 1 more year, and it'll give him a third or fourth line center to even it up, or possibly Benning. So we get some cap space, and maybe we got to add something like a third pick to Montreal with Pay Harvey to get Philip Dano. At least it would give us a true third line center, and a guy who can put up some decent points. That's when I'm thinking of value. I think that's about all they can get. If they get more than that, I'd be very, very impressed. I thought the New York Rangers, maybe Nemeshnikov, Benning and Puya Harvey for Nemeshnikov. Nemeshnikov has only got 1 more year, but we can give him a shot and see if we can sign him up for a little longer. I say we because I'm an Oilers fan. Besides that, I did a video on points, and I was looking at that possibility too. Like, for instance, if they're going to sign Point, they're going to need to get rid of Johnson and maybe somebody else, like Palat or something like that. And I was looking around the league where they may go. The best thing I could find for that is Ottawa's got to start filling out that roster. So Ottawa could probably throw some draft picks their way and not take anything back. I think that's what Ottawa's sitting in the weeds and doing right now, is just waiting for that to happen. Again, Columbus. Columbus could look at a guy like Johnson. Johnson's 29, and I think he's got 5 years still at $5 million, though. Pretty steep. That being said, he's been kind of moved around the lineup. He plays center, he plays left wing, he plays right wing. He's about a 50-point guy. It might be a little rich, But for a team like Columbus that really needs some depth on that forward group, I could see them doing something like that. Those are kind of the best things I could come up with. Maybe if you could, this is what I think we should do. This would be fun. I am so aflutter. There will be much frolic. If you would put your comments down below, tell me what you think would be some really good trades using your team or anybody's team, and we can discuss, we can converse, we can have a what do they call it, a discussion circle, but there's no circle, there's just on the bottom, something like that. Well, I guess that's my full 42%, boys and girls. That's all I have to give for today. I wish I had more than 42, but I don't. I'm going to go off to Pilates, Chinky's House of Yoga and Pilates there. If you go there, ask for Poon. Tell them Perlo sent you. And then, I don't know, I'll probably have a couple naps. Have a great day. Lots of love to you.